1 Peter 5, verse 8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, prowls around, seeking whom he may devour. I'm going to share a story that will make sense over time when you hear the other parts of the stories, and I only realized recently was a setup with another predator. I'll just get into it, and it'll make more sense as time goes by in other videos. My sister and I were sent to deliver a bag of Avon to a place. We lived in St. Paul, Minnesota, basically in the projects, and we were sent to deliver this, and so we went by ourselves. I would have been 5, and she was either 8 or 9, depending on what, there's a month in there where she's a little bit older. We went in this building. There was one door at the bottom. There was a very steep set of poorly lit stairs. My little hands could reach out and touch the walls on either side. It was just a very narrow staircase, very tall. And at the top was a single door, and we knocked. My sister had me go ahead of her, and she was standing behind me, and the door opened, and there was just a man with a big afro standing there in what we used to call back then a G-string. Now they'd be called thongs. And behind him was lowly lit candles, and my sister jumped back and tore down the stairs, and I stood there in shock. And when she got to the bottom of the stairs, she flipped the light switch, and so there I was in complete darkness. And I had the bag of the Avon in my little hand and was going to hand it to what I thought was a customer, but I believe now, in hindsight, looking back, that this was a setup and this was a totally different kind of customer. I did manage to stumble back and half fell, half ran down those stairs, and we did escape, but well, there you go.